And he just felt like he was getting higher and higher and higher. I couldn't see where we're going in the dark. One of the jumps would come down just in the saddle, and I could just feel my pelvis just blow apart. I just got home from work shortly after supper, and my two girls had some colts they wanted to ride, and I had one that had just started, so I talked them into waiting for me.
We were having a really good ride. Like, our colts were working really well. We were just on our way home and it was getting really dark.
Something spooked one of the girls' horses behind me, and it just kind of started a chain reaction. This is where he was bucking through. He had leaped from a hill, and it was just such a far way down before he hit again that it was generating so much force, and that's what split me apart.
We went looking for him and we couldn't find him anywhere. Finally, our horses spooked and there's a white rock lying on the ground.
Dad, are you all right? I said, no, I'm really not. I said, I've split my pelvis and my SI joint come apart. I've had a couple other buddies that have done it, and so I knew exactly what had happened.
I remember my daughter Peyton coming into the house saying, Dad's hurt. We jumped into the SUV and bounced our way out there, realized how bad it was.
She backed right up so the bumper was touching my nose, and then I started kind of crawling in the back.
And then it was a long bouncy ride out of the pasture because it's quite rough. Made it to the house, called 911.
The ambulance then come to our yard and then delivered me to Glentworth, which is where
We found out that Stars was coming. And we felt so much more relieved that he didn't have to suffer through that pain of bouncing down a bumpy highway.
it honestly felt like no time where, I was in the pasture hurting, and then a short time later I was getting cared for at the hospital. At the formation of Stars, we just kind of looking at it as insurance. If I support it, maybe I won't have to use the service. It doesn't work quite like that, but at the same time, the dollars that we've put, I've reaped some of the benefits. It's just where we live. We don't have easy access to medical attention. The injury that I had, there's over a 50% mortality rate. Just to have people that can respond that quickly to somebody whose life might be in danger, it's crucial.
It's so worth it. You don't think you're gonna need it, but when you do, you're sure thankful.
I don't want to have to use it again, or I don't want my loved ones to have to use it again. But I do take comfort in the fact that if something does happen, that Stars might be there to get me to medical attention again.